So now that I have fallen down this rabbit hole, I just jumped onto Twitters, and I got an alt Twitter where I pretend to be a MAGA guy, and I saw a live, and I am not kidding you. This dude, all these dudes in these farmer dudes in there, these farm owner dudes, they're saying, well, we thought the blacks would come back and do the jobs because they don't have jobs. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but black people have jobs, and you thought you were getting your slaves back is basically what you were saying. Like, that's what you thought. It's still going right now, and I'm not going to post a link to it because I don't want to give these people a voice. But they think they're in a safe space on Twitter. They're not.
I want to say this to our community, and it's going to probably piss some of y'all off, but it's the realest shit I'm going to say. Our community is so built on gatekeeping to each other that is crazy. I have been trying to learn how to farm and things like that. I've been watching a lot of TikToks and things like that, but I've been trying to figure out how to fill out this USDA loan or the application so I can start the process of trying to get some funds to get my own farm and get my own land and stuff like that. And everybody is telling me to buy their ebooks or purchase their book that they have online, which tells you everything. $30, $40 books. Now, if we live in an economy where we can barely buy eggs, what makes you think that I can afford your book? Okay? I'm just asking for some help. So if there are any black farmers in the DMV area that are willing to help other black individuals, other content creators who are looking to get into farming and learn about farming and growing our own agriculture and things like that, that are willing to help for free, that will help build the community of the black farmers, please comment or send me in that direction. Because I'm so sick of y'all. I get it. Money makes the world go around. Y'all got to make a living too. I get that. But the information that y'all are giving was free to you, is what I'm saying. Y'all learned this information for free, and now y'all charging everybody else to get it, which is crazy as fuck in this economy, especially the way the world is about to finna go for us. You would think that you would want to help wholeheartedly the black community grow in farming, but y'all just want to make a buck, which is crazy. I mean, I guess that's how America works. I mean, it is how America works. It works off money, right? It works off the dollar. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, right? But y'all are holding the black community stagnant that wants to learn about farming.
So yesterday I made a video talking about the white farmers and how they were crashing out all over social media because they voted for Shitty Bridges and thought he was going to give them back slaves. And also, because of that, they lost 100% of their workforce due to the ICE raids. I want to come on here today and I want to give some love to black farmers who I don't think get enough, right? I can appreciate that they are not on the internet spazzing out and crashing out. You want to know why? It's because whatever is going on in the current climate when it comes to farming, they're not new to this because they have faced adversity, not being given what they need in order to be successful, unlike their white counterparts, right? Because they have been spoon-fed everything they've needed in order for them to be successful. And now that that privilege and entitlement is gone because of who they voted for, they're on the internet trying to garner some favor and some sympathy. Meanwhile, black farmers chilling. They cool as cucumbers because guess why? They know how to handle themselves and their farms during times of crisis. I guess favor ain't fair after all, huh?
The Trump's policies are affecting white farmers more because they had higher expectation of Trump. But Trump came and disappointed them. That is why they have disappointments.
We have to protect our black farmers, and more of us need to become farmers. As prices of food will continue to rise, we already have food deserts and food insecurities to contend with in our black community. So it's time to stay focused and get involved. Black farmers have played a critical role in the agricultural development of the United States, contributing significantly to the economy, culture, and the agricultural industry. George Washington Carver, a renowned agricultural scientist and inventor, is credited with creating several innovations in farming tools and practices. While he did not invent the plow itself, Carver's work in improving agricultural practices helped to optimize the use of plows for crop rotation and soil conservation. John Lee Love invented the portable pencil sharpener, but he also developed the mechanical cotton picker, which greatly improved cotton harvesting efficiency. His invention helped replace the labor-intensive process of picking cotton by hand and changed the agricultural industry. Then, in 1887, Joseph E. Lee patented a device that made planting crops easier. A seed sower allowed farmers to plant seeds evenly and efficiently, saving time and labor during planting seasons. This innovation helped increase productivity in farming. John Standard. Then you got John Standard, another black inventor, improved upon the design of the lawnmower in 1899. His patent included a mechanism for the mower's lubrication system, making it more efficient and effective in cutting grass. This innovation contributed to farming as well as landscaping practices. Then we have Henry Blair. Henry Blair was one of the first black Americans to receive a U.S. patent, which he received in 1834. His innovative potato planter, the device was designed to plant seeds more efficiently, significantly improving potato farming by increasing planting seed and accuracy. Henry Blair also patented a corn planter in 1936, which allowed farmers to plant corn more efficiently and in uniform rows. This invention reduced labor and time spent planting crops, contributing to the improved agricultural productivity. Joseph G.P. Johnson invented an improved hay rake in the 19th century. The device was designed to make the collection of hay more efficient, reducing labor and time involved in gathering hay after it had been cut. Richard Allen, another black inventor, developed an irrigation system that was designed to conserve water and help farmers manage water resources more efficiently. This system is especially important in regions where water scarcity is an issue. Though not strictly an agricultural invention, Lewis Latimer, another black inventor, developed improvements to the design of the home heating furnace that also had applications in farming for creating more efficient systems for heating greenhouses and farming equipment. But despite the important historical role of black farmers, they continue to face systemic racism in modern-day farming, like discriminatory lending practices. One of the most significant challenges for black farmers is access to loans. The USDA's long history of discriminatory practices, including denying loans and assistance to black farmers or offering them less favorable terms, has led to many farmers losing their land. Even today, black farmers face difficulties securing loans from banks and financial institutions due to both racial bias and systemic inequalities. Many black farmers have been unable to keep their land or pass it down through the generations. This issue of land loss has been exacerbated by inheritance problems, where family land is divided and sold off, leaving descendants without access to the land that their ancestors worked and died for. Because there are people not given the right information or resources to keep their land in the first place. Black farmers have often been excluded from USDA programs designed to support farmers and ranchers. There have been instances of racial discrimination where black farmers did not receive equal treatment or support in securing disaster relief, subsidies, or other forms of government aid that white farmers received with no problem. This discrimination persists, and many black farmers still experience unequal treatment in accessing government services that are supposed to be available to them. Black farmers continue to face limited access to resources such as technical assistance, agricultural training programs, and support networks. This makes it more difficult for them to innovate and expand their businesses and compete in the modern agricultural market. In some cases, black farmers also face environmental injustices that disproportionately affect their ability to grow crops and maintain their land. These issues include poor soil quality, contamination from nearby industrial pollution, and limited access to clean water, which often affects the black communities more severely. But it doesn't stop there. In rural communities, black farmers have reported instances of harassment by neighbors, particularly when opposing large-scale agriculture operations like factory farms. Black farmers have engaged in legal actions to combat discriminatory practices within agriculture policies. Despite long-standing advocacy, compensation for past racial discrimination against black farmers has been limited. The USDA announced a $2 billion relief program for Black and minority farmers, aiming to address historical wrongs. However, leaders like John Boyd Jr., president of the National Black Farmers Association, criticized the payments as insufficient, stating, "It's like putting a bandage on somebody that needs open heart surgery." Boyd continues to pursue further legal action for more comprehensive debt relief to pay back all the wrongs done to Black farmers. The number of self-identified Black farmers in the U.S. has declined over the last century, in part due to overt discrimination by the USDA. While recent reports suggest a rise of over 45,000 Black farmers, experts question the accuracy of these figures, suggesting that they may be inflated due to the census mythology. This discrepancy highlights ongoing challenges in accurately representing and addressing the needs of Black farmers. These reports underscore the persistent issues of harassment, discrimination, and systemic inequities faced by Black farmers in the U.S. Addressing these challenges requires comprehensive policy reforms, accurate data collection, and sustained efforts to ensure fair treatment and support of Black agricultural communities. So let's recap. Black farmers have made immeasurable contributions to U.S. agriculture, but they continue to face challenges due to systemic racism and historical inequalities. However, their resilience and the work of numerous organizations dedicated to supporting them are helping to ensure that Black farmers have access to the resources and advocacy they need. By addressing the issues of land loss, discriminatory lending, and unequal access to government programs. But more of us need to get in the fight to not only protect our Black farmers, but also to make sure that their produce is where we spend our Black dollars for meat, fresh fruit, and vegetables. Circulating our Black dollars is crucial to our Black liberation. There's nothing we can't accomplish together, and they know it. Now, we need all of our people to know it and act accordingly. Share this video with as many of us as humanly possible to make sure that we're getting the right information out to our people. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black woman. Knowledge is power. Power to the people.
So y'all remember when it was said that we taking all the Black jobs? They really thought that we was going to be looking for Black jobs, y'all. And I woke up this morning, I was scrolling through TikTok, and I saw this guy made a video, and I saved it to my favorites so you can go look for it. And he said he was pretending to be MAGA on one of those other apps. He said they were doing a live, and the farmers were saying that they thought that the Black people would be looking for jobs to work on their farms. Now, you got to be kidding me. Do they think we really looking for farm work? Do they not know that we are educated and we got degrees? And being a farm worker ain't even in the jobs categories that we be looking for. They really don't know how educated some of us are. They don't know how many degrees a lot of us have. They got to be really lost if they think that we want to come and work on their farms. They don't know that our parents and our grandparents growing up wouldn't even let us be outside if it wasn't no shade outside. Do they really think that we gonna work on a farm where ain't no shade trees at? I hate to disappoint y'all, baby, but you're gonna have to get somebody else to do it, because we ain't working on nobody's farm. Never. The only way you gonna see Black people working on a farm is if they own the farm, because we not working on nobody's farm as no workers. So I hate to disappoint y'all. If y'all thought those was Black jobs that Black people looking for, honey, you better think again, because Black folks that I know got good jobs. We've had a Black president, we had a Black vice president, we got Black senators, we got Black congressmen, we got Black CEOs, we got Black doctors, we got Black nurses, we got Black psychiatrists, we got a lot of good Black jobs. Now, I don't know what y'all thought we was gonna be farm workers for. We don't even want to work in the fast food industry. Those jobs, we don't want those kind of jobs. So, I hate to disappoint you MAGA people, but we don't do farm work. So get somebody else to do it. I'll like, share, comment, and repost. Drop in the comments y'all education and y'all good black jobs, because they don't think we got good black jobs out here. So we need to let them see it.
When it comes to the white farmers who are losing all of their workers and are about to lose their farms, I say that's the way it was always meant to be. You were never meant to employ all of these people for little to nothing / nothing when it comes to your ancestors and be able to make a profit off of it. It was never meant to be the cool, rad thing that your family does for generations to make money. It was never honest work. It was never honorable. It was always tainted. It always involved holding people against their will to squeeze every single dime you could out of them, whether by force or by threat. It was always about that. And it was never right for this country to make that their foundation and their road to wealth. And so now that it's crumbling, we are returning to the original form of what things should have been. So there you go. I get that they work hard and some of these farms have been passed down from generation to generation. Well, for generation after generation, we've had all of the stuff that you have piled onto us passed down each and every time. I don't want anyone to suffer out here. I don't want anyone to be on the streets or lose their possessions or anything. And I don't want anyone to be exploited for their work either. I don't want anyone building off of the backs of people they deem less than human. So if you're already doing that and you lose the things that you've gained, if you're finally reaping what you sowed, so be it.
If there are any Midwestern white farmers on this app, I need y'all to confirm this shit. Did y'all really think black folks was gonna work in those fields after y'all got rid of all the immigrants? Y'all thought that we was gonna be working for y'all? Y'all on Twitter throwing it up, talking about Trump that took all the immigrants. We thought the black folks was gonna come work for us. I think the fuck not. I'm sorry, my ancestors didn't fight this fucking hard for me to get back in the sun, bitch. You got me fucked up. You better get all your little kids and get their asses some little sun hats and some visors and some sun cream and some suntan lotion and had them picking that goddamn vegetable. Y'all really wanted some indentured service, didn't y'all? That was not on my bingo card. Y'all really thought that shit? Y'all better go ask your daddy Trump to go get y'all people back. I said this shit during the election.
So I'm a black farmer, and a lot of people are wondering, why are black farmers not panicking like a lot of white farmers? Well, let me explain to you the reasons why. It's because white farmers have been handed everything to them. A lot of them. Not saying all of them, but a good bit of them. And by that I mean this. MLK even pointed out. He says, farmers in the West and the Midwest who were white, they were given land, they were given money, they were given training, they were given a lot. Whereas the black farmers weren't given anything, and the largest civil rights settlement in U.S. history is Pickford v. Glickman, where you had a class action lawsuit, bunch of black farmers all joined the lawsuit, and they won a huge settlement because the USDA was shown to be racist for decades. So because black farmers haven't been given anything, we've been learning to do without, unlike your white farmers. So when things are taken away from you, all your subsidies, all your tax breaks, guess what? You panic. Whereas we've always been going through this shit. So there's problems in privilege.
Have you noticed that there's one group that has not made any noise or made videos complain about Trump's policies hurting them or their business? Black farmers. How many videos have you seen of black farmers, excuse me, making videos going, oh, I'm going to lose my farm because Trump cut off benefits. I'm going to lose my farm because the Department of Agriculture no longer gives me subsidies. How many videos have you seen of black farmers doing that? That's because black farmers have historically, till this day, been excluded from all government subsidies. So right now, every white farmer is learning how to survive the same way black farmers have been surviving. Like I said, what Trump was going to do was bring every white American down to the black American level. Welcome.
Remember, I have done a video recently. I told you that beggars can't be choosers. And also arrogant people can never be beggars. You can't combine the two. Either of them require of you to falsify your virtue. Virtues are good things, eh? And being a beggar and being arrogant are not virtues. They ain't virtues. So we have a particular incident that happened in the US. We had the white farmers. First of all, we had the white farmers from Nebraska. They were complaining about they were going bankrupt, right? And they were complaining about Trump's policies. Later on, we came to have the Texas white farmers. The Texas white farmers now, they were also complaining of bankruptcy, and they were also complaining of workers with whom used to work on their plantations could not be found. But why could they not be found? Because of consequences of their actions. You see, good and bad are the only things that we can use to evaluate our action. An action can't be good and bad. It can't be in the middle. It can either be good and bad. So good and bad are the only standards we can use to evaluate our actions. And this is a theory that is called consequentialism. Check it out on Google. So these white farmers are suffering the consequences of their action, and now their consequences are bad. It's not good either. It's bad, right? And now another third party comes in. The third party is called the black farmer. We've not heard black farmers complaining about Trump and all these. We've not heard, not in the scale of the white farmers, not in that scale. But why is it? Is it that Trump has prioritized black farmers over his own white farmers? I don't think so. I don't think Trump has prioritized blacks. I think blacks have been used to the suffering. We've been used to what Trump does to an extent that he does it and we don't care. We care no more because, of course, it's Trump. He'll just continue being Trump. We always experience this. This is what we get. It's like we can predict, right? You are so much used to a suffering that even when it happens, you have no sensation to it. Now, why?
Them farmers really thought we was going back to them fields. They really thought we was going back to them fields. You know what? My mother was the first generation on her mother's side not to be brought up on a plantation. Not to be brought up on a plantation. That's what I said. My grandfather had a third-grade education, but he left my mama 2 houses, property in the bank, property and money in the bank, with a third-grade education. And guess what? He worked in fields. My great-grandmother worked in fields and cut that cane just like a man. You hear me? And if you think that Eddie Lewis and Victoria C. Jones and all the rest of my ancestors bust their tail in them fields for us to go back to the fields, absolutely not. That's not progress. We're trying to heal from ancestral trauma. We're trying to heal from that. That ain't happening. That produce could rot in them fields before we go back to them fields. They need to let them know that.
Yo, there's a black farmer on here named John Boyd, and he was on the Don Lemon show, and he was telling his story. Said that he's been farming for over 42 years in America, and he's reaching out to these institutions for financial help, and he's asking them for a loan, and they are denying him. Now, with all of us on TikTok, all of us, all of us, we're here, right? I say we help him. I'm not good at organizing, but I'm willing to donate. And if he doesn't want to take the money, maybe he could take it as a loan, and he could repay the people that loaned it to him some way. I don't know how it's going to work, guys, but we have to work it out for this black farmer, and we have to help more black farmers. Like, this app can do so much good if we use it the right way. We're all on it. We can gather, we could communicate, we could talk, we could make plans, but we have to help each other. And I think we should all help this black farmer get some funds. We should all put together, donate what we can, or lend what we can to this black farmer. That's it.
So I just pulled up at the first day of the Black Farmers Market here in Lancaster, South Carolina. I'm about to get out of my car and let's see what this is all about.
Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to Green Intentions Farmers Market, where we uplift Black farmers and women farmers. This is establishing legacy for our community and for our people. We are in acknowledgement of Juneteenth, a celebration of Freedom's Day, and Freedom Day has a lot to do with economy, and we need to make sure we keep a circular economy in our community. And so I celebrate those who come, those who farm, those who cherish land. Land ownership is where it is, and so we must move forward and cherish our land and keep our land and our family. That's what generational wealth is about. So please keep the land and come visit us at Green Intentions. We're every third Saturday of the month for the rest of the year. So please come support.
Every third Saturday, y'all heard it. This is Mr. Tarek. He was excited to meet the kids, and the kids were excited to meet him.
I'm from Camden, South Carolina. I'm the owner and operator of ERS Farms and Produce. Know who grows it, know where it comes from. I am a 4th generation farmer. I'm an alumni of South Carolina State University, class of 2005. I teach agriculture at Marshville, North Carolina. Today we're just out here just trying to give back to our communities, growing fresh vegetables. I'm glad that everybody is able to come. Hello out there on Facebook world. We'll be here. Hey, just enjoy this beautiful Saturday. If you would love to, like I said, we're out here till the rest of this afternoon. Come get you some fresh plants.
Thank you.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Oh, yes, no problem. Thank you. Next, we have Brother Wally. I actually learned about Brother Wally through Miss Kimberly Massey. She's an author, and she actually authored his book. So anyway, Brother Wally invited my children and I to his farm on tomorrow, so we have a little field trip, and I will definitely record that. Veteran-owned, locally grown Kershaw.
We are a micro-urban farm in the town of Kershaw.
Micro-urban farm.
So we are less than 2 acres small.
Okay.
And we're right in town of Kershaw, South Carolina.
We got to start somewhere.
Yes. And this is my husband, Herman Heath.
Hey!
Herman?
Yes, ma'am. Herman Heath.
Herman Heath. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
And I'm Adrian Heath.
Okay.
And this is our retirement ranch.
Wow, I love that.
Didn't I tell y'all that's what they thought? They thought black people were gonna go get them jobs in the field. Since the migrants are gone, we ain't got no jobs, so we gonna go back in the field and pick. That's what they thought. Oops. We worked for free in this country for 290 years. We ain't picking nothing for y'all. Y'all better get y'all white folks out there and go pick them fruits and them vegetables and take care of them cattle and the chickens. We not going out there. But I made a video. I can't find the shit, damn it. But I made a video when this all started, and I said they think black people are going to go back and work in the fields. That's why Donald Trump said they are taking black jobs. They think that's what we're supposed to go do. And they're finding out real quick, black people ain't coming. Y'all can hold your breath on that one. We ain't picking shit for y'all. We will grow our own vegetables and take care of our own selves. We not going to them fields. Y'all better figure out what y'all want to do about this immigration policy and these mass deportations, or white folks, get your ass out there and go pick your own goddamn food. But we ain't coming.
White farmers should not, they shouldn't bother white black people first, because they voted against the interest of black people even when they knew because their voting is against their own interest. And they just wanted to get rid of black people, even if it means hurting themselves. That is a very severe choice, a very severe one. Now, it follows that black people have refused. Blacks have refused to work on their farms. Black farmers have said, no, we don't need you, you don't need us. Stay with your choices. You made them with a sober mind. Kindly retain it, right? Yeah, so I want us to listen to some of the arguments that these white farmers are making about America and what the black people have to say. I shall get back by the end of the video, where we shall also have a deeper critical analysis. Let's dive in. Now, after clearly listening to these specific individuals share their thoughts, give their minds, I can clearly and honestly tell you that as black people, we are endangered. We are an endangered species to the rest of the world, right? As black people, we are people who have suffered a lot to an extent that we know what's good for us. we know what's good for us. Black people know what's good for them, right? And so, I personally, after listening to these specific individuals, I think that it is not good for the black people to come and work for the whites. It's not good. It will be a reminder of something terrible. It will be a reminder of an ancient evil being risen up. It will be a reminder of slavery. It will be a reminder of abduction, how Africans were abducted from the West African coast to across the Atlantic to the east coast of the Americas, right? It will be a reminder of Jim Crow. It will be a reminder of cotton picking. It will be a reminder of 400 years of enslavement. Working on those plantations will reduce us even further down in the ladder of success, in the ladder of respect. Oh, you thought you were free. Look at now, you're working on our farms, right? Right? These people made their choices. Let me go back to the choice thing. They made their choices, and I believe they should live with their choices as it is. They should abide with their choices as it is. Nobody and no one should suffer the consequences of someone else's actions. You made the actions in an attempt to silence a group of individuals. You made an action in attempt of diminishing a certain culture and community, right? But right now I'm looking back and I'm thinking that blacks, black people of America, we don't need to be dependent. We don't need to rely so much on other communities to an extent that if they switch off the lights, the whole room is just black. We don't need to rely on that. We need to rely on ourselves. Yes. These are my thoughts. Share your thoughts on the comment section. I'm willing to hear from you. And see you in the next one.
Hello, my son.
Hello.